And I wanted to talk to you both about the results of the two by-elections on Thursday, because, yes, Labour took both of those seats, but actually I think the biggest story of that is the rise of reform. So in Wellingborough, they took 13% of the vote, and in Kingswood, 10% of the vote. I mean, it's extraordinary, isn't it, Candice?
Yes, and it accords with their polling. So, people weren't really sure, is this something real or is it going to fizzle out? But it seems that actually, they are connecting with voters. I think the only issue is, though, in our electoral system with first past the post, yes, they can make an impact, but will they actually get any seats? Because you have to have very concentrated support like the Lib Dems do to get any seats in Parliament. And I think the only way that they could, actually get representation in Parliament would be reform of the electoral system with proportional representation. We know that Labour are open to that, and the Lib Dems certainly are. But, would it actually happen? I think that would be transformative for them as a political party.
I mean, Rishi Sunak has got a point, hasn't he? Because he has said, well, any vote that's not for him, not for the Tories, is essentially just giving the keys of number 10 to Sir Keir Starmer because it splits that right-wing vote.
I think the Conservatives are losing. They're going to lose the election. It's almost a guarantee. Rishi Sunak's gone from stop the votes to stop the votes, almost. But I'll tell you a group that's being left out here. During COVID, there was a massive group of people who were excluded from any financial support, and a lot of them in our show business industry. And there's about 3 or 4 million voters who got nothing and have vowed that they will never vote Conservative. And now, because there's no support coming down the line from Labour, they're vowing that they're not going to support Labour either. They're not going to vote for Labour. So there's 4 million that I know of homeless voters. And they've got to go somewhere.
And that's an interesting point, because the turnout was quite low in these by-elections.
37-38%.
Yes, it was half.
But it generally is, though, isn't it?
But it was half of what it was in 2019. So you can see people were motivated to vote in 2019, whereas now there's a lot more apathy setting in. And it's not necessarily because people are satisfied with the status quo. I think it's the opposite. I think it's because people are really dissatisfied with the status quo and don't like either of the political parties.
I think there's also an anger as well out there. There's an anger amongst voters. As I say, this is excluded group, forgotten limited, and all these pressure groups. It could be the next scandal coming down the line after almost like the post office scandal. Many people in our show business industry didn't get a penny, got nothing during COVID. And these people are vowing they will not vote for Rishi Sunak, because he was Chancellor, of course, at the time. And they won't vote for Labour, because Labour originally, we'll fight for this, and then it fizzled out, and since then have done absolutely nothing for 2 years almost. They haven't spoke about it. And all these people, I see them on social media and I talk to them, and I know there's a big group there who will not vote for these parties.
Yeah, thank you for that.